All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're looking at MJ DeMarco's framework from the Millionaire Fastlane, and it basically flips everything we've ever been taught about getting rich completely on its head. So, if you've ever followed that slow and steady advice, well, you're going to want to hear this.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. What if that so-called safe path, go to school, get a good job, save up, what if that wasn't safe at all? What if it's actually a massive 50-year gamble where you're betting your entire youth, hoping you'll have some freedom left at the very end? Kind of makes you think, right?
The way DeMarco sees it, every single one of us is on one of three financial roads, whether we know it or not. There's the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. First up, you've got the sidewalk, or la acera. This is pretty much what it sounds like. It's living for today and only today. Money comes in, and boom, it goes right back out. It's a total cycle of paycheck to paycheck living, driven by that need for instant gratification. There's no plan, no map, just consumption.
Then we have the slow lane, el carril lento. And I'm guessing this one is going to sound really familiar to most of you. This is the path we're all told is the right way to do things. Get a good education, land a secure job, save about 10%, invest it, and then after, 40 or 50 years of grinding it out, then you finally get to retire and be free. Sound about right?
But here's the big twist. DeMarco doesn't just say the slow lane is slow. He says it's a trap. So let's break down exactly why the supposedly safe and responsible path might just be the riskiest one of all.
Okay, the biggest problem with the slow lane is actually brutally simple. Your time is directly, one-to-one, traded for money. Your income is literally handcuffed to the hours you put in. And here's the thing, you can't make more time. So that means your potential to build wealth has a very, very hard ceiling.
And you can see the difference laid out perfectly right here. On the left, in the slow lane, your time is the fuel. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. Simple as that. But look at the fast lane on the right. The whole goal is to detach your income from your time. You build systems, a business, an asset that earns for you whether you're there or not.
DeMarco really doesn't pull any punches with this quote. He calls the slow lane a lifelong sentence. Just think about that. You're trading your life force, your energy, your youth, day after day for a paycheck. And there's no chance of parole until you're maybe 65. Okay, so if the slow lane is a trap, what's the escape plan? Well, this is where we get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the alternative, the fast lane.
Now, what exactly is the fast lane, or el carril rápido? It's so important to get this right. This is not about get-rich-quick schemes or gambling on the next big thing. It's a real business strategy, and it's all about creating massive value and building scalable systems that you are in complete control of.
And maybe the single biggest step you can take to get on the fast lane is right here. It's a mental switch. You have to stop thinking like a consumer and start acting like a producer. So instead of just paying for an app that solves a problem, you start asking, wait a minute, how can I build a better app that solves this problem for thousands or even millions of people? See the difference?
So how do you actually build a business like that? Well, DeMarco gives us a blueprint. He calls them the 5 Fastlane commandments, and they're basically the non-negotiable rules of the road for any true Fastlane business.
All right, let's run through them real quick. First, control. You have to own and control your own business. No franchises, no multi-level marketing. Second, entry. There has to be a barrier. It can't be something that anyone can just start doing tomorrow with no effort. Third is need. You have to be solving a real problem that people actually want to pay to have fixed. Fourth is time. You've got to detach yourself so the business can make money even when you're sleeping. And finally, number 5, scale. It needs to have the potential to grow big, to serve not just a few people in your town, but maybe millions across the globe.
But why? Why go through all this? Because the point of the fast lane isn't just about piling up a bunch of money for the sake of it. No, the money is just the tool. It's the key that unlocks something much, much bigger.
And this is the ultimate prize. For DeMarco, real wealth isn't just a number in your bank account. He calls it the trifecta. It's made up of 3 things: your health, your relationships, and your freedom. That's the real goal.
And that's really the whole point, isn't it? The purpose of all this isn't to finally be rich when you're too old and tired to enjoy it. It's about designing a life where you have the resources, the meaningful connections, and the absolute freedom to live a full life right now. So I'll leave you with this one last question to think about. When you really look at your life, your job, your side hustles, which role are you playing? Are you mostly a consumer, buying and using the value that other people create? Or are you a producer, putting new value out into the world? The answer to that question might just tell you which road you're really on.